So here we go again. New year, new life, huh? But I have a strong feeling this year will be your year. This will be our year. In this video, I want to walk you through my step-by-step process on how I'm planning to turn my failure life into success. And if you follow these steps from the beginning to an end, I promise you, you will reinvent your life in 2025 too. Maybe you are like me, stuck in a years-long rut, facing failure after failure, ambitious but nothing's working out, lost and tired. But what happened? How did we end up here? Well, I ended up in my position a couple years ago when I couldn't land myself a job. I developed anxiety because I actually wanted to do something completely else. I wanted to travel the world, I wanted to pursue entrepreneurship, I wanted to try my own thing, I wanted to build my kind of life. But I was facing so much pressure and so much self-doubt because I felt like I need to live in a certain way or I am not accepted in society. But despite the internal conflicts, I decided to give my dreams a go, which turned into a 2 years long period of trials and errors, which eventually ended with me being stuck in a rut and losing my confidence, my vision, and drive. So here's the thing, if you're stuck in a rut like I was, to reinvent your life, the first thing you need to do is to eliminate the things that keep you stuck. To figure this out, you want to answer these questions. What is the thing that I keep repeating that isn't taking me anywhere? What do I no longer want in 2025? What are the things I need to stop doing? For example, sometime after my graduation, when job seeking wasn't giving any results, I decided to try freelancing in digital marketing because it seemed like a lucrative option and would allow me to live location independent, which was what I really wanted. However, shortly after I tried it, quite quickly I realized that I didn't like it, but I still kept doing it. Even though I had bad results, I barely landed any clients, I really didn't like it, and the whole universe was literally against me when I was doing it. And you know, the worst and the most tragic part of this story is that it took me 1 year to finally be honest with myself about the fact that I didn't like it and I had to stop it because it was blocking me from doing something else, something that was perhaps better for me. Because when I did stop freelancing, my YouTube started to take off. So there is absolutely no point in doing something you don't like because you're taking away from you your potential to succeed in something that you would even like. So here's the thing, if you do what you did, you get what you got. So in order to reinvent your life in 2025, you gotta change. You gotta eliminate the things that keep you stuck. Which brings me to the next step to reinvent your life in 2025. Before I was honest with myself about the freelancing, I tried so many things. Digital marketing, website design, social media management, Google Ads, you name it. Everyone was doing it and it seemed so easy for everyone, so I wanted it too. Whereas all this is just shiny diamonds. Shiny diamonds are distractions that keep you distracted from your true self, your capabilities, and what you should be really doing. It's these things that seem so easy because everyone is succeeding in them, so you choose to do that too. So for example, shiny objects can be copying someone else's social media content instead of creating your own because it takes longer to figure out what works and what doesn't. It can be day trading instead of investing for the long term because day trading looks tempting because it seems that it brings you quicker results, whereas actually in most cases, you just end up losing money. It can also be deciding to settle for 9 to 5 even though you really don't want it, but it is just a quicker way for you to earn a salary than when you're building your own business. For me, it was freelancing and trying all the other variations of it in the digital marketing space, although my true gifts lay in completely different things. I just did it because it seemed as the quickest and the easiest route to the kind of life I wanted to live, because growing on YouTube can be quite a long game. So I thought, okay, I'm okay with giving YouTube 5 years to try to grow here. And meanwhile, I'm doing YouTube and trying to grow there, slow and steady. I will try digital marketing and freelancing, so maybe there I can grow quick and fast and have the life I want. Whereas actually it kept me distracted from YouTube, and had I focused on YouTube fully from the get-go, perhaps my growth could have been quicker. So the second step to reinvent your life in 2025 is to be honest with yourself about what you truly want and which things in your life might be just those shiny diamonds that you've been chasing. But to identify shiny diamonds in your life, you need to detach from your ego. Which brings me to the third step to reinvent your life in 2025. The reason why it took me so long to be honest about the fact that I didn't like what I was doing and I had to stop it was because I was blinded by my ego. Ego makes us blind to our true selves. It craves for pride, fame, money, and recognition, but also safety and fitting in. Therefore, it's prone to chasing those shiny diamonds. To detach from your ego, in theory, the process is quite simple, but in practice, it's hard. So all you gotta do to detach from your ego is to heal the parts of you that once were hurt. To start your healing process, I'd really recommend you reading a book called The Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, after which I'd recommend reading another book from the same author called The Daily Stoic. These books will seriously help you to heal. They're linked in the description below and they are affiliate links, meaning that I earn a commission if you purchase through that link, but I would never recommend you anything bad. So we've covered 3 steps now: elimination, honesty, and detachment. Now comes the 4th step to reinvent your life in 2025: creation. Creation of the new you, reinvention. In this chapter, I share with you my journal prompts to help yourself out in this creation process. Now that you've stopped fooling yourself with the shiny objects, who do you really want to be? How do you really want to live? What do you really want to do? If everything was possible, in the world where everything will be possible, like you could be anyone, you could become anyone, what would you do? Then, write out your ultimatum. And in this ultimatum, I want you to write out every detail of the following. How do you envision your highest self? In your wildest imagination, without any limiting beliefs or self-doubt, how would your life be? Where do you work? How much do you earn? How do you look? What do you wear? Where do you shop? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you married? Do you have kids? Like your biggest dream, write it out to every detail. Like that dream that you don't allow yourself to dream about because it feels too unrealistic. Write that down to every detail on your paper, because in this world, everything is possible. If you want to take this to the next level, you can also create a vision board, but what's far more important than a vision board is manifestation. Which brings me to the 5th step to reinvent your life in 2025. Manifestation happens when you bridge the gap between your dreams and reality. And you can do this very easy with my 3 manifestation methods that I'm going to share with you next, that at least for me have worked very well. First, look at this person you've created in step 4. How can you become it? Because it's really possible. You just gotta identify the action steps, what it takes to become this person. Identify what can you do in the next 12 months to become this person you aspire to be. Even the smallest thing. And then do it. The way I have done this is I've listed the action steps by each month. So for each day of January, I have planned out every step I need to take. Kind of like to-dos, but they are based on the person I want to become. So they are action steps I need to take every day to become this person I want to become and have what I want to have. But don't expect to become your dream self in 1 month or even 1 year. The dream you is a work in progress, and if you're really serious about it, it shouldn't really matter how long it takes. Those who know that eventually you succeed if you just never quit. Think long term about your life, not short term. But while you work on your dream self, you need to believe in yourself too. Which brings me to the second part of manifestation. During these past 2 years, I faced a lot of negative self-talk, self-criticism, and self-doubt. I was literally eating myself up. And I noticed how my mindset started to become more negative and limited. But to manifest, you need to believe in yourself, so you cannot dwell in negativity and self-doubt. Here's where affirmations help me, and they literally changed the trajectory of my life in 2 weeks. I started doing affirmations every morning. I wrote them on a paper again and again. Some I repeated throughout the day. I just kept injecting my brain with positive affirmations that helped me build my self-confidence and reprogram my mind into believing that I could really become that person I dreamed of being. I created specific affirmations tailored to my life and my needs instead of taking something straight from Pinterest. In fact, I went even so far that I created a whole guide on how to create your own affirmations to reprogram your mind for success, which I'll have linked in the description below, so if you want, you can get yours from the link in the description. In addition, when you're strengthening your mind and working on destroying your limiting beliefs, surrounding yourself with like-minded people helps a lot, which has put me to think to create a group for us like-minded people, a community where we could support each other daily, chasing our dreams, overcoming our limiting beliefs, and living our best lives. So if you're interested, if you will be interested in such, please let me know in the comments below. The final step to manifestation is gratitude, because universe rewards the grateful ones. But it's easy to be grateful when things are good in your life. But what is there to be grateful about when everything literally sucks in your life? Well, that's where you gotta start. Learning to appreciate even the smallest things in your life, like the most obvious, smallest things. This is because it helps you to build your positivity, which helps you to raise your energy, which then helps you to raise your vibes. And that is the perfect state for starting to attract and receive good things from life. But more about that in this video.